Hello everybody, welcome back to Hades. I am back from my crazy long 30-day trip where I did a huge move, but essentially the last, how many ever episodes that have gone up since the time that I said I was going to leave were all pre-recorded, and now I finally have gotten back into the game with your guys' feedback, and you've left a lot of really good feedback. So we've changed some things before we jump into the next run. I did do a scrub run just real quick to kind of, it's been 30 days since I played the game. So I went and screwed around in the game and tried this new build out. And so far it seems like it's going to work for us. So that's good. But we have an additional attempt here on the thing that doesn't really count. So we were at 79, now we're at 80, but it doesn't really count, but it's on the list there, just so you guys know. And so there's, like an extra key and ambrosia and stuff that I got. So I had you guys give me quite a bit of really good feedback on the previous episodes. Unfortunately, because I was gone and I had pre-recorded a ton of them, I couldn't really get back to it and be like, hey, cool, thanks for your feedback. I'm going to make changes immediately. Instead, that feedback accumulated over the course of 30 days. And the result of that is I've gotten a lot of stuff to go in and adjust. And so far, it looks like it's going to work. So first and foremost, thank you guys for your feedback. It really does help, especially when you're super kind about it. Getting bad feedback always sucks, and you guys are quite good at it and quite kind and generous with being like, hey, dude, you're good, but you should try to change these things up. It might help. And so the result is we've changed this all up. Grim inevitability, we're going to try killing. We're going to try having it 0%. So I get full heal now, so any healing that I get is back to full. I've also completely removed Whipped Frenzy, which is the attack speed, movement speed bonus, which makes some things brutal because they attack so quick. We're thinking like numbskulls or the big fatties, like they're really difficult when they got this frenzy buff on them. Well, now we've removed that. The result is we've had to pump this sucker up. Foes now do 350% additional damage. That sounds really bad, and previous me would say that's awful. I'm never going that high. But here's the deal. It was pointed out to me that I am quite good at dodging a lot of stuff. So if I'm careful, I can basically make sure that this 350% is essentially neutralized by my ability to dodge. Now, I'll still take hits, I'll still take a lot of damage, but because I can actually heal, that will keep that damage balanced. So, the idea behind this is I have less darkness that I'm able to use. I max that sucker out, which is fine. I basically have everything else the same minus the convenience fee. I've maxed that out as well, so shops are not a thing that I need to look for, and frenzy is gone. So things should attack a lot slower, which makes it easier for me to dodge, which makes the 350% damage not as daunting. So that's kind of the idea behind that. The result is my mirror looks like this. So I get 1 heal per room. There really was just nowhere else to put this unless I wanted some extra backstab damage or something else. It wasn't that great. So my options are I've got max casts, I have max dodges, and I have max death defiance. That's really all I care about. Everything else is kind of negated and doesn't really matter. So we're going to try it with the bow. And that was kind of what we were going to do before with the Dionysus build. So we're going to try that with the bow. We'll see how that goes. I feel like I could probably get quite far with that. With these new changes, I think it changes up what weapons I feel like are going to be really good for me. So I might want to go back and try the sword and try the shield and the spear and the gun and be like, okay, how do these now work with this new build? Because things are quite different now. That said, before we jump in and actually start playing, I do want to mention that you guys have been really good with feedback. You've been really, again, nice and kind about it. But for anybody who does want to give feedback in the future, this is always my advice, to give good feedback. Don't be like, why aren't you doing this, you idiot? When you start criticizing, that it just goes in one ear out the other. I'm really good at not letting that get to me. But instead try like, hey, what I've noticed is that you're doing this, and I think it might help if you try this, and the reason for that is because of this. You break it down and you really give me an idea of where you're coming from, because I have a whole other thought process that I'm coming from, and if we can combine those two things and come to a conclusion, then we get good processes, like with the feedback that I've gotten to try this new stuff out. I've also had a couple people tell me to try different keepsakes. We're going to keep the Dionysus thing. We're going to try that for now, because that was kind of our goal before. But I haven't played it a month, and I'm not super good anymore. I'm kind of rusty, so it's going to go a little bad. But we start with a Daedalus Hammer.
Time to mix up my style.
Ooh. This could be really good. Twin Shot is really nice for clearing, but Perfect Shot, if I can get those power shots, which I know I can, super strong at killing big dudes. Like this is boss killer attack right here. So I need to get something. I don't know if I want to go to Chaos, but this is the perfect time to do it because we're at the beginning. I think if I can get another ability to do AoE clear, then I've got a good start here.
I've returned.
Oh, thank you, Chaos. So much, you know, talking that she does. Next 4 encounters cannot earn gold. That's not a big deal for me right now. Afterwards, dash attack deals more damage, or special deals more damage. I'm gonna go with the special. So don't use cast. Easy peasy. So because prices are much higher, shops are less important to me now. So that's something to keep in mind. And I think that's totally okay. Because honestly, if I can just do boons and not have to worry about shops, that's okay. But usually, oh crap! I literally walked right in front of that and took enough damage. Proc and Death Defiance. That was just bad. Usually, when I'm choosing between shops, it's like between darkness and shops. So there's gonna be a situation here where I'm just going to the shop just to not take damage. Let's go get another key. This darkness is useless.
What now?
Give me that useless gold. There's a lot of these guys. Okay. It kind of sucks not starting with a AoE build against a lot of numbskulls and stuff, but I don't think that's too bad. Especially because they're nerfed, right? They don't have frenzy. And I think that's also a really good thing, me coming back after not playing for a month, on getting back into the feel. A lot of numbskulls. Lots, and lots of numbskulls. I'm trying to utilize kind of the actual pierce on the attack to do enough damage. Ow.
Can't keep this up.
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
Stay tuned next time.
I swear the scrub run I did felt pretty good damage-wise.
Not yet.
This is not a good start. I've already used all my Death Defiance. I'm down to 10 health.
Enough.
Dionysus. So I think that my oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Let's just okay, the good news is that I've got a build that can actually do damage to these guys in a pretty significant manner. The bad news is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to dodge them enough on this one room to make it to the next one. Those are kind of close, actually. Just gotta watch their rush to charge. Bite out. Die. Thank you. Okay, one left. But they're gonna spawn more of them. Or not.
Oh, Zag, look, I know you're not in a good spot right now. You must be really out of sorts. Though maybe this might numb the pain a bit.
I mean, the dash is pretty good, but I need an AoE clear. So I can't even use this on the next room. So it actually might be worth it for me to go hit the shop.
Still alive.
Because you got to remember it's a dead room. I'm not going to get anything out of the other one, but I'm not going to take any damage going here. prices look pretty maxed out. So 300 for a boon, 250 for a heal. That could be worse. Zeus might be pretty good if I can get anything good for him, actually. But I still can't use cast, so it's good that I've got a room like this. But by the way, trap damage is not buffed by that Pact of Punishment thing, so I could take trap damage and not immediately die, which is good, because you know me. I walked right into that. I thought I had enough room. That was a bad start. We're gonna jump in and try that again. It's something to get used to, right? Like the being hit is no joke. I need to get in the dodge mode, which ironically might mean that the shield is a better option for me right now, because I feel like I dodge a lot better with the shield.
Oh, I recognize that look. That is the look of someone who just got here after having met a most unfortunate demise, courtesy of the notorious bloodless wave makers. How do they make those waves, and why do they hurt so much? Plenty of time to think it over now.
Thanks.
Right.
Yep. Anything else? No. Oh, wait, there was a thing down here. Where are you, my love? Cause of death. Stabbing. My dear love.
Well, that was quick. What news, boy? Ready to give up or no?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Lucky I've got other family who believe in me.
Be careful whom you give your trust. My brothers frolic on Olympus while we work, while I work. You're just like them. No wonder they like you.
So, having been knocked out in the first first couple rubes, that's bad. But that's not going to be normal. That's definitely an exception to this build. Because I did, like I said, I did really well in the scrub one. I got all the way to Meg and was like, okay, cool, that's enough. I feel warmed up. Try this again.
Just the edge I need.
Attack has no charge time, though you cannot power shot. Attack fires 2 shots side by side, but has reduced range. Let's do twin shot.
Cheers.
Because it's got good burst potential. Okay, so I guess I haven't gotten into this. I feel like my biggest concern is killing bosses. Oh, perfect.
Authorized.
And I don't want to fall into the trap of getting stuck on bosses, because that's going to suck, because they're going to do so much damage to me.
I know where you are.
So I want to be able to do as much damage to them as quickly as possible. And builds like this might actually be quite good for that. I just got to pick these up one at a time here. Okay, let's dash. This is actually pretty nice, because you know, if you get like a Dionysus effect on attack, then you get double poison things. I forgot what it's called. It's been a while. You have to forgive me. I'm gonna be blanking a lot on names and stuff. But if I get 2 poison effects on a single attack, that makes that actually a lot more useful than if I was only getting 1. I know that seems pretty basic, but one of the problems with the bows and Dionysus is if you get a poison effect on your attack, it's not super good.
Useless lot.
It's better on the
This time,
cast.
man, everything fine?
Or
Hold
special.
that thought. I wager we can make things finer yet.
So, attack inflicts poison, special inflicts poison. So the special one is gonna be better, and I think probably more ideal for me. But because I can stack that up immediately and get all of those stacks on them with a single attack. If I jump into melee range, do that. It's really good for boss killing. It's good just in general. But attack inflicts poison. It would put 2 per thing, because I'm firing 2 times. So it might be quite good. I want to try that. I know the special is better.
Liven things up.
I know the special is better, but I just need to try it. And I don't need the others, so I may as well try to go for a heal, just in case I take damage. Yeah, ooh, this is gonna suck. Well, at least I can use cast. I'm gonna get some of their stuff down. Thankfully, 360% additional damage on like 5 damage or whatever these guys do. It's not that big, but like getting hit by a lout is gonna just murder you, as we saw. It's gonna take like half your HP away. Yay, I restored no health. But I've taken no damage. It's just a matter of actually being able to dodge things. Man, that is actually really good, having Blightwine on that double attack. Will 2 attacks kill 1 regular guy? Ah, it's close. Good amount of science going on here. Learning a lot. Trying to figure out, you know, what works with this new build. How aggressive can I get now that I'm not worried about dodging for my life? Because Frenzy's gone, although I feel like I'm gonna get really spoiled real quick from that. I'm gonna go back to using Frenzy. I'm gonna be like, no, you can't do it.
Very nice.
They attack too fast. Chaos, nah, or gold. Well, actually, the gold is not a bad option here. I'm gonna skip Chaos. I know things are more expensive, but
A welcome sight.
I'd rather not take damage.
Getting out without a drink.
And we have a shop, but we can't utilize it because most things are going to be 250 and above. But I won't take damage. Also won't gain any darkness, but you know, that's not a big deal for me. I'm trying to play it safe. Okay, 200 seems the base, which is a palm power. Good to know. Right, what could I get from what's her butt? That would be good. Maybe charm? I can get charm effect from my cast. That'd be pretty nice. Or not cast, but gosh, what are these ability names anymore? You know, the big one with the bar that powers up. Ooh, crap. Wow, that did 45 damage. Good to know. Don't get hit by these guys. At least my attack just dominates them at the moment. Please, Aphrodite, give me something good.
Love tends to blossom in the strangest places at the strangest times. You know that, don't you, dearest? All one can do is entertain the chance.
Cast fires in a reduced range, spread pattern, inflicts weak, dash. Okay, dash from the weak, which is not bad. I could get Blade Rifts, and we know how good those are, but it's going to be better for me to go Artemis. I know, I'm not dumb.
Let's go, lads.
You just know me and my Blade Rifts. I love them so much. Ah, walked right into that. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard getting used to this. Let's try to take one out at a time here. Just trying to keep the stacks up as much as I can. I don't have to do full charge damage on them. Do stack damage. I just need to hit them. It stacks real quick with that. There we go.
Looks to me like you could use a little help, so I'll just have a look in my big bag of blessings here, and oh, here's just the thing.
Is she patronizing me? It feels like she is. Special stronger, 20% chance to crit. Cast deals more damage and seeks the nearest foe. Let's do special stronger.
I'll make every strike count.
Because I am going to utilize that to a degree. Like, I need to try to take some of these shields off. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, see, get them all stacked up. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Let's just get them lined up so our attacks can hit as many things as possible and we get the best bang for our buck. Okay, I knew that those were mostly going to be numbskulls, but I wasn't expecting them to spawn behind me. So I gotta get them lined up. Okay, so this is working, right? Like this idea is working. If I heal myself back up, I'm in a better spot, but I essentially need to go past 50. That's brutal. What could I, that's not what I want to do. What could I get? I have attack, I have special, and I have dash. Is another Dionysus thing good? Probably. Palm Power would upgrade one of them though. Let's see if we can't get anything that would help with the poison. Might be able to. We'll see. Also, my dash does remove the shield, so I gotta remember that if I'm getting aggressive. I can utilize them on numbskull spawners, for instance. Oop, that's a beam. Don't get hit by the beam. Hit both of those, so we can get them out. Just trying to keep my distance, but also line it up so I'm getting the most bang for every shot I'm taking. Right, hitting multiple enemies with a single attack deals more damage. Which seems to work.
I accept this message.
Poison afflicted foes contaminate other nearby foes every 4 seconds. Perfect.
How about another?
So, let's go with that heal effect.
Where to?
None of these rooms really matter. Let's go with more keys. We have like a new update in like less than 20 days, so I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from that. And what they end up adding, which might end up helping or hindering our, our grind. Okay. This attack is working very well. And the fact that my poisons are spawning to other poisoned enemies, or spreading rather, is really nice. That should help quite a bit. Okay, an Aphrodite buff may not be good. Another Dionysus buff would be good. Alternatively, I could go heal before a potential boss fight. So I'm gonna do that. I'm not even gonna worry about that. The chest there.
Hey, sir.
Nice of you to
I can't take any damage. I gotta not do anything that's gonna put me at risk.
Mate.
Okay, so no boss, right? I guess I didn't look at the room count. Chamber 13. Now we're getting there.
We have an intruder.
Just gotta live. Easy peasy, right? A room like this, not too bad. Just gonna take out some of these spawners. Ain't nobody likes tons of stuff spawning. So I'm okay with them spawning things and then those just remaining in the room. Not okay with them constantly spawning though. I think there's a max amount of enemies that can be in a room at a given time. But I'm not sure what that number is and I don't really want to find out. Back the other way, which is dangerous because I kind of had them all kited one direction. I used my special there to try to kill some projectiles.
There we go.
Okay, a shop. We're not gonna get anything, but we're not gonna take any damage.
Greetings, Charon.
Not gonna take that darkness. All right, which boss are we gonna get? Let's see how this goes. Oh, gosh, I want the Hermes buff so bad. I need to remember, don't get hit by her charge. It's easy to avoid. I just gotta not get hit by it. Or that attack. Ah, oh, crap, I walked right into it. Just said don't get hit by it. She attacks slower than I'm used to at the moment. So I jumped in way sooner than I should have. And I don't have a deflect, so I can't really... I guess I could destroy the projectiles with a cast. Or not cast, but a special. Crap. get the heck away from her. Keep my dots. Oh, she sniped me. It is weird, you know, having to get used to her slower attack speed because of no fury. I'm not used to it. Let's get some cast in her. Do some of those debuffs going. Get her off my booty. She's gonna charge up. Oh, no, she's gonna circle. She's gonna do that. No. So I'm trying to time my cast. Or my special, I keep doing that. I'm trying to time my special to clear the projectiles. So I don't have to worry about that. It is difficult. It's not an easy thing. Did that one too early. I got hit. Yeah, that finished me. Wow, that was like... It's not easy. It's really not easy, but it's a matter of I think it's better. I just need to not...
She murdered me, all right.
I need to get used to that attack pattern. I need to get used to the speed because I've been so used to it being so fast and so snappy that I'm... by slowing it down, it's kind of like... Okay, here's a good analogy. It's like having a really slow driver on the road. You're expecting them to be going a certain speed, and then suddenly they're going really slow, and you almost run into them. It's like that. I feel like everything is going really slow, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to it being more snappy, and I need to kind of readjust my brain.
Nothing gets dirty around here while I am on the job, Your Highness.
I think what I could do, you know, bear with me.
Time for some meddling.
I could give a little bit of frenzy and reduce the damage a bit. So like 10%, which would be what, 8? So, and then reduce that by 8, which would be... That's 270% damage, but they're still attacking and moving 10% faster. I think I want to keep trying this. I'm onto something, right? I'm onto something here. It's just a matter of getting used to it again. And maybe, you know, maybe the bow's not the choice anymore. Maybe it is another weapon that might be a better choice. What are we at on this? We're really close on ranking it up. I just want to rank this up, and then I'm going to switch keepsakes here. I do think that the Broken Spear is really good. It's not going to be good for this because, I mean, I guess to some degree, it would be really good for Elysium. There's a lot of things that like to attack you real fast, and that would keep you from immediately getting stomped on. So that's good. But overall, like, for the first few levels, there are better keepsakes with this build in mind, so it's just a matter of adjusting. And I feel like that's just the area we're in right now, is let's just adjust, let's make proper changes, and go from there. But right now, I just need to finish leveling this up, and then I feel like I'll change weapons, maybe, and change keepsakes along with that. Like, the arrowhead, get Artemis stuff, really good, but I only have it at rank 1. Maybe I upgrade that. Maybe I go through and try butterfly again, because if I'm not taking damage, if my goal is to dodge and I have a keepsake that it's like don't get hit, then that would help out a lot too. So yeah, maybe I go pierce butterfly and go that way. I think that's gonna be the goal. But let's get this Dionysus thing leveled up using the bow.